joy under the same sky, fighting dread with all our might. We're the heroes in the night. Every world we touch turns gold. Stories of bravery we told. From mountains high to valleys low, in ours magic starts to glow. In our wars the dark away, we laugh and dance come what may. Arm in arm we spread delight, together we can win this fight. Light and white, wings so high, bringing joy under the same sky, fighting dread with all our might. We're the heroes in the night.
Lightful and an arrow fly through skies so bright. Portals opening, leading to delight. Empty aura vanishes in their sparkly wake, traveling for joy, every heart they shake. Light up the world, find the light inside, together within aura in a magical ride. Delightful vibes, every heart we mend, spreading love and joy until the journey's end. With every portal hop, a new adventure awaits. In aura by your side, opening the gates. From dusk until dawn, they chase the glowing light, finding every soul, making every moment right. Light up the world, find the light inside, together within aura in a magical ride. Delightful vibes, every heart we mend, spreading love and joy until the journey's end. Through other worlds and places they go, bringing good vibes to every role. Echo, Lightful's magic always puts on a show. In ours roar, echoes pure, excitement and cheer. Everywhere they travel, they erase all fear. From realm to realm, their mission stays the same, to shine and to delight is their glorious aim.
Lightful wings in the digital bright. Anime girl in a world unknown. White dragon that's a guidance show. Through the worlds, fly so free. Lightful wings, just you and me. Lost but not alone tonight. In this anime world so light. Pixel skies and neon dreams. Glowing paths and vibrant beams. Through the worlds, fly so free. Lightful wings, just you and me. Through the worlds, fly so free. Lightful wings, just you and me.
All right. Hello. It's evening here this time. I am doing a pop stream to see how many people will show up if I do a pop stream, and who the heck comes in the evening and just comes to see Lightful in the evening. Well, or morning. Depends. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Hello Souls. Hello Goki. Hello Minnie. Wow. Hi. Oh, and thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you so much. Jeez. Okay, for those who and also this was not a planned live stream. I was wondering if I want to do this when I get back from the second trip. But I will have to admit, I'm still reflecting. I still have a wave of emotions of what I just witnessed from my experience on my very first anime convention. Like, there are some things I was not expecting. There were some things I was surprised. Oh my. Hello, Mistral. Hello. Hi, welcome. How was the convention? I loved it. I love it so much. I have so many things to showcase too. We'll get to that soon. There's so much I need to talk about though. Like, I don't know where to start. Okay, because I'm still have the how do I process all this? I still have the nerves of what I just did, of all the things I just did. So I will tell you the convention I went to. The anime convention I went to was WeebCon Indie. It was at Indianapolis, Indiana. And I made sure I didn't tell that to anybody, because if somebody knew they were going, if someone or viewers knew I was going to Indianapolis, like, oh, maybe I'll find Lightful. Well, I don't want to be found. But so I had help from a friend that was nice enough to get me the VIP, or they call it the very important Weeb Pass for all 3 days. Now, if anyone is wondering, did I ever stay at a hotel there? No. I can't, because it's a budget that I cannot I cannot do. I don't know, I think hotels have been more expensive than anything else nowadays, and I know it's only because of events like those. But here's the thing I need to mention. I was not expecting so many voice actors there. I was expecting maybe like 10. It feels like 28 voice actors was there, including some Japanese VAs. Which I was not expecting. Like, it was so... How do I explain it? It was so surreal. Like, it's very surreal. It's so surreal because there were some VAs that I did not know were coming. Like, at all. And I wish I could meet all of them, but I didn't. I wish I could. There was so much going on. Okay, so to start off, since I went on Friday. I had to be there early. I had to be early so I can find a place to park. Too bad parking isn't free. It is not free. It was like $20 to park. Okay, so I think what was really cool for me with the pass, I got a lanyard that had solo leveling theme stuff. So what I did not expect was to be given a solo leveling exclusive convention shirt there. I was not expecting a free shirt. A free shirt. They never even said that in their website at all. Yeah, $20 for parking, dude. I kind of wish that wasn't the case. Yeah, I didn't like that. It sucked. I mean, so, I don't know. For some reason... Okay, so this was the very first time WeebCon was going to Indy. It was the very first time. So there was going to be hiccups. There was going to be hiccups on this very first convention. And there will be something I will mention because I thought that was something. Glad we don't bring our car in convention. Yeah, the funny part is there's a lot of parking garages for those who booked their stay in hotel than the ones who did not, but they're still near the convention. So at least that was something, right? At least there was something. So anyway, let me give you the list. I think I really need to give a list because I kind of wish I met every VA that was there, but I did not. I'm surprised. So, okay. So apparently Robbie Damon was there. Christina V. I wish I could say hello to her. I did not expect Christina V was there. And if you're wondering, she does a lot of variety of voices. She even does like Shinsho, Bennett. Who knows how many characters. Katie Higgins was there. I was surprised with that too. I was not expecting that. Mark Whitten was there. I want to say hi to him too, but I did not. I could not say hello. At least I got to hear him do that line from Demon Slayer, like, tasty! I wish I could have said hello. It was either the guy was went MIA from his booth, or when he was there, the line was long. Keith Silverstein was there. I did get to say hello and get a selfie from him. I did not need to get a print from him because my friend Minnie here sent me a print from him. I actually did mention about you, Minnie. I showed a picture of it. And he was like, is everything in the way it's supposed to be? And I'm like, it was fine. And then he was like, I'm surprised she didn't mention you or anything. Like, and I said, I think she was very nervous that I think it slipped her mind, maybe. Cause I said to him, Minnie, I said to him that I know she really loves your Zhongli voice and everything. So yeah. So what else? So Clifford Chapin was there. Jay Mitchell Tatum was there. If you are familiar with Sebastian from Black Butler, yeah. That English VA was there. I was not expecting him to be there. I was not, I did not know he was gonna be there either. It was so weird. So Robert Macklem was there too. I was not expecting him to be there either. Steve Blum, that's another character I did not expect to be there. There's just so many people. So we had Wendy Lee, Reed Shannon, Faye Mata, who's also known as that goddess from Konosuba, that one anime. So I did mention Alejandro Sub was there, so he was there. Brian Drummond was there. David Lodge, Jesse James Grell. I did not expect them to be there. Kyle Herbert, Brad Swell, Ray Chase. I unfortunately did not got to. I unfortunately, Minnie. I am sorry. I did not get to see Ray Chase. I did not get a chance to say hello. He was either gone or he had a long line. Tom Gibes, Brian. I'm gonna Bagas. I did not expect him to be there either. And if you guys want to know, he does the main character from Haikyuu. I don't watch the anime, but my cousin does. So she was happy when I showed her the autograph of I got an autograph from him. But he also does Jeopard from Honkai Star Rail, so that's a plus for me. So I actually wanted to say, so I did get to say hello. Sean Shiplock was there. I unfortunately didn't get to say hello to him either, but if you guys are, if you are D-Luke, you love D-Luke from Genshin, he does the voice of that character as well. Susie Yuang was there. I wish I could have said hello to her too. Bayo Benchley, that's another character. Melissa Fawn, Max Milliman, that character that does One Punch Man. Philip Reach, Risa May. I wanted to say hello to her too. I didn't even know Risa May was coming. That was also because she does Kokomi. I'm singing on Kokomi, Divine Pieces of Matsusuri Island. That Kokomi. I didn't know she showed up. I did not know. Brian Donovan, Brandon Meniz. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna butcher everyone's names. Ian Sinclair, Kayla Pierce, the voice of Zack, by the way, from Final Fantasy VII. I didn't even get a chance to say hello to him either. I hate that. Britt Barron, the English VA of Tifa Lockhart, John Eric Bentley, Brina Pantalicia. Oh my goodness, Christian McGuire, Hayden. There's Hayden, basically Alejandro's wife. I mean, she was there too. Debbie Mae West, Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, Ryan Bartley, Skip Stellarict. Oh my goodness, Arnie Pantia. Oh my goodness, this is a long list. I'm literally going off the list if everyone's trying to understand how long this list keeps going. This list keeps going. This list keeps going. Emmy Lowe was there, and she's the English VA of Mao Mao from the Apothecary Diaries and Ron May. So, okay, I got to say hello to her. I was able to say hello to her. I wish I could have gotten an autograph of her, but I was running out of money. Yeah, it feels like 28 people. There was like, it feels like there were 28 people. Guys, I was not expecting the English VAs from Final Fantasy VII. I was not told about that. I was not expecting that. I really wasn't expecting that. Yes, you need to pay for not... See, yeah, so that's the funny thing. I guess I might be a little late to understand that because I didn't know you had to pay for autographs. I can understand you can pay for selfies, but the only time I got to learn you had to pay for autographs is when Minnie told me about how much she paid when she sent me the art print and the autograph to me, and I was like, I didn't even know you had to pay for autographs. I was surprised. Yeah, they are pretty expensive. That's the reason when I met Keith Silverstein, I just told him I just got the print from you, and it was my very first convention, and you know, there you go. I just enjoy the experience. I think I like the fact that after that, like, make your weekend be a prosperous one in his Zhongli voice impression. So I thought that was cool. There were some VAs that did some their voice acting impressions. I don't know, if it's to give a reaction for me. For me, I don't get much a reaction of it, is because maybe I'm just so used to the voice that I'm like, I think I have too many VA friends that are trying to be voice actors, that this is pretty normal. This is fine. I think this is so normal. Yeah. Geez, where do I start? So I'm gonna show a picture. I'm gonna show a picture of autographs. I'm allowed to now. If anyone's thinking like, wait, does it have your real name in it? No, I let them write my Lightful VTuber name because I think I love it that. I think I love that even more, to have them write in my Lightful name. Okay, let me find it. So I'm gonna show you the very first autograph I got signed. So the very first autograph I got signed was by J. Mitchell Fetum, the person who does. Well, I'm just a hell of a butler for Sebastian. So so it was hard to choose between getting a Sebastian print or Tomoe from Kami-sama's Kiss, because I talked to a friend that I just finished watching Kami-sama Kiss, so I didn't know he voiced that character. So he was my very first person voice actor I went to go and talk to. And oh my gosh, I have to. These pictures are so big. Oh my goodness. This is what happens when you showcase images. They're just so freaking big. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? Wait a minute. Bye. Yeah, these pictures are so big. Jeez. Oh my gosh, bring the picture. There we go. So apparently, I was able to get this. I was able to get this, like, thing. Stay down there, Light Wings. I was able to get my very first autograph from him. So, yeah. Zhongli still peeking. Yeah, that's gonna be my display case on the background all the time. It's gonna be Zhongli in the background all the time, no matter what. It's my gamepad. There's nothing else I can do with that. So yes. So that was my very first print. And I have to admit, this was cool. The funny part is, he was like, when I was telling him to Lightful Wings, he said to me it was hard for him to process on the Lightful Wings part. I said to him, you know what? I think I should have just told you this, just to put Lightful, so that make it easier for you. So that's what happened. Looks great. Yeah, I thought that was so cool. Cause okay, I have to admit, Jay Mitchell, he was a pretty spontaneous, cool guy. I got to meet for my very first voice actor I got to meet. He seemed really cool, chill, like down to earth kind of guy. He could have a fun conversation with you. I thought that was so cool. And so I did the most confident thing I could ever do, and I did it to a lot of VAs. I I did give them my business card if they ever want to collaborate or, you know, video editing, audio editing stuff. So yeah, I did do that. Well, so that was interesting. So yeah, I got to that was the first autograph. There's more, don't worry. There's more to come. I'll show you. And the images are still probably gonna be super big. Pardon me that they can't be any smaller. I wish. But hey, images don't want to be smaller on streams, do they? It's all good, yeah. I promise you we'll get into the other stuff, I promise. There's so much to talk about. Oh my gosh. So I got an autograph by yours truly. Sometimes I try to remember the name, but then the name just slip out of me. What was come on. I just said the name. Why can I not remember it? Oh my goodness. Why is it? Why? What was it? What was it? What was it? What was it? Dang it. Yeah, it's like when you have a brain fart and you just really just talked about the person and then you just like can't even remember. It's sad. It's so sad. Who was it? Oh, yeah, now I remember. Now I remember. Why does the name slip my mind? I don't know why. So Ben Balmaceda was there. Again. VAs I did not know were there at the convention. So he is basically the English VA who does the voice of Maz and the voice in English VA of Kabe from Genshin Impact. So I was not expecting him either. I really was not expecting him either. So that was a treat. So I did go say hello. It was really nice to say hello. And we're just gonna have so much fun with the big images. No matter what, we're just gonna have big images. Big images. Oh my goodness. I locked myself. Never mind. I'm struggling. So struggling. So struggling. You know what? Yeah, let me do this again. Jeez. Struggling to bring this image. This is the funness of bringing big images. The best thing about bringing big images. The images don't. They're harder to shorten. That's what makes it funny. Okay. Here we go again. Here we go again. My gosh. There we go. You know, I really want to choose between the Kave art prints. I see a remote. That's good. Yeah, yeah, it's the remote to literally cancel the webcam to turn it on and off automatically, so that way you don't have to. So that way I'm prepared. Oh no, that's really for my webcam. It protects my identity. So anyway, I had to choose the Moz. This art print looked really cool. I just had to. It's like time to read. I got to learn something interesting about the VA though. I didn't know he was also like a VTuber as well. Because I shared I told him like what I do as well. So it was really nice talking to him. He seems fun. It was really cool. So I was able to get like autograph from him. Again, I really wanted to get a Kave one, but like even one time they were telling me like you can get even like I don't know if it's manager or agent. I don't know who they are that help the VAs, and I was like, I literally was like I said along the lines, I can only buy one. I can't buy two. I can only buy one. There's no way I can buy and purchase two. There's no way. I wish there was one art print I love that had the Sumeru bros with them playing Umno as Chibi. I kind of wanted that one, but I was like, no, I'll take the Moz one. I'll take the Moz one. So it just looked good. It just looked good. I loved it. So and Moz is a pretty cool character, so why not? Yeah. So the moment you've been waiting for, I'm actually I try my best to take pretty good pictures of these. This one I took a picture somewhere else, and I really try to take a picture of them not on the same spot. But hey, there's only so much I can do, right? Okay. The next one, the moment you've all been waiting for. Yes. Come on, image. Shrink. There we go. From Sayu or Alejandro Saab. Isn't that nice? Isn't that cool? I loved it. I really love this one. You know, this was really hard. Like I said, I would gotten a print from a Genuine or Sino because he had a bunch of art prints. So many, too many. There's so many. And then I decided to like, you know what? I'm just gonna take his Sayu VTuber. It looks cool, dude. It looks so cool. I liked all of them, so what else can I say, right? That's it. I love his work. That's all I could do. Oh my gosh, did everyone just leave? Like, or did everyone scatter, or was there an ad? Oh my gosh. Let me know if you guys had an ad or a hiccup. Dang. You have no clue? Oh, okay. I don't know, it shows one viewer, but then there's not one viewer. It's so weird. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is why I'm doing pop stream. That's the reason why I'm doing pop stream. Pop stream lets me know like what the heck's happening. Okay, so there was another VA. I decided to get an autograph from him. He was apparently a VTuber as well, because it showed him his VTuber Sona on his banner, so I thought that was interesting. So, I decided to get this autograph because I had to get it. There's no other way. I had to get this. I had to get this. Like, I needed to get this. I needed this. And I will show you what it is. I just needed to get this. Like, so much. So, going back to big images. My goodness. Big images. There we go. I had to get this. I just had to. So this is the autograph for this show. I want to get an autograph for this show. So I don't know if anyone's seen this anime. I love this anime a lot. I enjoy this so much, this anime. So I did not know that the English VA that did this voice was there. So it's so weird. I feel like the marketing for this webcomic was not popular enough. It's kind of like I don't know. You watched it? Yeah, this was an anime I watched a lot. I remember watching this anime like 8 times, and I even told that to the VA, like, hey, I just wanted to get this print because I actually enjoyed watching this. I watched this 8 times, and he like said to me, why? And I was like, because it's a mood. It's relatable. Like I literally said to him, like, this is like the most relatable thing I've ever watched. This guy is literally just playing it cool, being casual, and just working at a freaking McDonald's. I know it got season 2. I haven't got a chance to watch season 2. I got so busy. And I was like and then he just like brings the voice in, and I was like yeah, I hope that his coworker doesn't sprout potatoes on the floor, because I was bringing back that little joke there, and he's it was great. I had fun, and I did like again, I did explain who I am, like, as I was a VTuber too, and gave my business cards and stuff. So I mean, that was nice. I think that was great. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that immensely. So yeah, enough with me with autographs. So I do have one more autograph, but that one actually had my name on it, and I will get to that. So you probably wondered, was I there all 3 days? No, I was not there all 3 days. I was there Friday and Sunday. That's fine. That's completely fine. And I don't know, I just had to be, because I was looking at their schedule. They had the app to know what schedule they had. They had a lot of things that I got to see that was interesting, with networking and meeting people. And during that time, when that happened, I was not the only one that went alone. So if you guys were wondering, yes, I went by myself. I drove there. There were a lot of vendors, and I have to tell you, unfortunately, I was only able to buy 2 things besides autographs. I feel like I bought like 7 autographs. I don't know. I think I just like getting the autographs from VAs for the very first time. I think that was important to me, that I just wanted autographs from them. And I got like 2 selfies with 2 of the VAs. One was from Keith Silverstein, and the other one was from Alejandro Saab. But I will never show those because it actually has my real face, and I'm gonna make sure I edit that so no one will be able to see my real face. So yeah. Now, this is how it happened. So me looking at autographs impulsively. Yeah, that sounds about right. So here's how it went. So what went wrong with Fridays was a bit, I call it like a bit of some hiccups in their Friday day. I'll get to it. It also involved with a voice actor, but I won't mention the name. And it's not, and I'm not, and and it's not their fault. Like, it was not their fault. All of them were nice and respectful and really kind. It was nice meeting them all. So here's what happened. So, some VAs came late. And they did. And, so I was in a regular line with other people, okay? So, for some reason, they didn't fully endorse the VIP lines, so it's like they didn't have any VIP lines ready. Because I thought they already had VIP lines ready, just to get ready for Friday, you know? But they didn't. I thought that was kind of weird in their part. So, when that happened, so I was somewhat of a long line in, for a voice actor that I wanted to see. And, there was I don't know if it was a volunteer or someone that was volunteering to help out with the exhibition or something. So he saw my badge and escorted me to go to the VIP line that was already made, along with another person who had the same badge as me that was already close to the line in a way. Like getting close to get to her turn. So here's what this is where things got a little surreal and a little bit like awkward. So I was between two VA's booths, 3 feet away from them, in the VIP line, in the front line. It was very close. And so the voice actor, he glimpsed, and I looked away because this was so awkward. And the person right behind me was, I remember she asked me, she asked me, like, how does the VIP line work? And I said to her in whisper, in a whisper, like, I don't know. It's my very first time at an anime convention. I don't know how this works. So, you were aware? Okay, so they made a second line. They made a second line, which was supposed to VIP line. They made it last minute when the voice actor had a long line already. Okay? So, I was in front of the voice actor's booth, like 3 feet away from him and another voice actor in between them. So it was so awkward. I looked away, and he did glimpse but continue on the long line, but it was so awkward. And my nerves were shaking. I was like, okay, I don't, it was more like, I froze. I froze, like, I don't know what I was supposed to do. I don't know if I was supposed to go back to the line or should just wait there. So, the girl, that went back to original line, which had the same badge as me, did gesture me saying, this was really nice of her. I wish I got to know who she was, but that was very nice of her. She noticed that I was awkwardly waiting for maybe 15 to 20 minutes, because again, this line was long, and the VA was just, again, it was not the VA's fault, because they did not give any instructions. They were not given any instructions about the VIP line whatsoever. It was made like last minute, and I was in front of the VIP line, like in front, and just like waited like 15-20 minutes or so, or maybe 30, because of how many people were already like because he was taking care of the original line, and that was a-okay. So the girl let me cut in, talk to whoever was like the agent or manager, saying like telling her that, hey, I was there for a pretty long while, and asking me if I can cut in. So I cut in, but I have to be honest with you guys, like, this is like serious, like for real. Like, I was overwhelmed in that moment. I was really overwhelmed in that moment. I did kind of tear up in front of the VA, because first of all, I didn't want to like, what's the word, didn't want to feel like I cut in line and just stay in front of the line on purpose. I wanted to make a good impression with the VA. And I did explain when I was tearing up a bit. I was explaining like, hey, I didn't want to be rude or considerate or not disrespectful in any way. The line literally was made, and I know it's not your guys' fault at all, because they didn't give you a heads up on anything, so it's really not your guys' fault. And the VA and the agent like cheered me up, because I said like this was my very first convention. He's like, and cheered me up. He like, hey, what made you want to come here and stuff. And my very first answer was like, it was networking. And the second is literally the experience, but the first one was networking. And I composed myself. Like, I literally like wiped the tears. I composed myself. I went back to being strong, and it was nice that he said like, hey, you have great courage that you did something like that you explained and like and stuff. And I was like, yeah. So I had the courage to compose myself. I composed myself. So I told the VA that how it's an honor to meet him, and I'm really a fan of his work and such. I explained a little bit about myself. I explained that I'm also like a VTuber and yada yada, and told him that, hey, I have these business cards as well, to like, you know, even if it's like, guys, for anyone, if you have a passion for video editing and audio editing, and if you feel like you want to collaborate with professional people, like I actually had already my experience with working with professional people before, but I really did take the courage. I put so much courage and so much strength. Like I composed. I went from small tears to like, hey, it's great to meet you, and showed a bit of my work, and it was nice talking to him. And yeah, so enough said. I wish I can tell you who that voice. There's like 28 voice actors, but I'm gonna keep that one personal to myself. I think it meant a lot. I think it impacted me a lot. And after the conversation and such, I got really emotional. I stepped out of the VA guest place and just went somewhere in the corner to just cry. I weeped. I really weeped. I had to weep for like, I had to shed tears for 30 minutes. I literally had to. I first of all, I was not expecting that to happen. I did not want that to happen. It feels so weird when you are put into somewhere and no one gave VAs a heads up for that. That was like a very scary moment. It was a bit scary. And but not only was I was sad, I was also very happy because I did it, because I really did it. And after that, took a break from the VAs, like the VA, like where they were at, and went to some panels that gave some really interesting resources that I was looking for. There was a panel, like there was some really interesting things that happened on Friday. They had a panel of someone talking about their experience on how they got into voice acting, and now they are like 18 years old, and how they were able to do what they do. And it was nice to hear their story, and I was like, wow, like cool. And I got to tell him, like, I asked questions and he gave answers, and hey, I gave like a business card to that person, and you know what, that was great. It was nice to get to talk to somebody who just like, and I think he did mention like maybe he was gonna message me whenever he get, I guess, who knows when that who knows. But I thought that was interesting. Oh, guys. Well, I don't want you guys to be sad in the story. I don't want you guys to be sad from the story. But yeah, that's how it went. Oh, I was talking about the emotional moment that happened. That happened to me in my convention, like something I was not expecting to happen that happened. But anyway, the other panel I went to, this is when they were talking about like YouTuber success or something. I just decided to go there just out of curiosity. It was nice to see someone in person with like a million subscribers to talk about their story and how they did it and such, and I'm like over here like I feel like I was the one talking asking questions the most. I feel like I was asking questions the most. And there was someone right beside me. There was a really nice person who actually was very interested in VTubing, so I gave her a lot of tips and stuff. So it's really, like, the people I met too, it was really nice to bump into them and share our interests and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool, and I got to share her some tips and things. So I did got to even ask a million subscriber in person, like, okay, how does the branding thing work? Because since branding stuff as a YouTube partner is a little tricky, and I don't want to fall into scam traps. And they even got to share their story, like, oh, that great that you asked that question. We have been hacked once from our YouTube channel. And I was like, oh no. Yeah, I was really brave to do something like that. And again, I want to keep that VA's name anonymous, because that was a moment that really hit personally. And again, yeah, it just it just did. So after that, let's see. Again, guys, I was not expecting a lot of VAs. By the way, I also learned, for some odd reason, that the anime convention didn't have like a lot of people. I mean, there were a lot of people, but not like so many that all the parkings were like full, but full enough, I guess. Because I even got to meet some other person that they said that I joined into some sort of RP session with a bunch of other RPers. They were doing LARPing. Like it's kind of like an immersive RP universe kind of thing. I kind of want to try it. I thought that was interesting. It was cool. I enjoyed it. Hi Po, welcome. I'm sharing my first anime convention experience, so feel free to drop in. Live action role playing. Yeah! I actually wanted to try that. It's not D&D or anything. It's literally like people are dressed up like they already are in the immersed environment, and apparently they just doing the free weekend of doing stuff. So I thought that was an interesting experience. So we were doing like miniature painting. I just did it just for like the experience. And so there was this person right beside me that and this was so cool. I thought this was interesting. I could. There were WeebCon marketing people there that want to join this experience because they want to have a little bit of freedom to do at least one activity, even though they're working in the convention. So it was nice to talk to them and to even like exchange business cards. I'm so happy I brought business cards with me. You have no idea. And the person that sat right beside me, she said that this is her very first anime convention, but it's her very first time. No, I don't think it was. No. Scrap that. Okay, now because I was sitting in a round table. There was a father and his daughter that they said they were just they were just around places and saw this convention and stuff, and I guess they were touring, so they decided to buy, like, by the way, this happened on Sunday, by the way. They wanted to buy a convention pass because they want to see what this was all about, and they really liked it. And the person had just a regular free day pass and literally said that this was their first time buying a free day pass, and they enjoyed their convention experience immensely. And when that happened, I asked her I asked that person questions like, what did you like? She said like, well, I did enjoy that all the VAs from Cowboy Bebop were there, so it was really nice that I got to see them. And I was like, wow, I didn't even know that. And yeah, it was interesting. Oh, hello, Extrusion, welcome. You can't hear anything. I feel like that might be an issue from your end. Because we're working fine here. It was not an anime expo. It was called WeebCon Indie. There was their very first WeebCon held in Indianapolis. They normally hold this big convention in Texas, but they're expanding. So they're expanding the convention, so they decided to bring it to Indianapolis. So I thought that was a plus. Also, I can't really go to a convention very, very far away. Oh my gosh, these are not birds. Those are light wings, Extrusion. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm just gonna make a video to tell you guys that these are not birds. They're light wings. They're wisps. They're wisps. They're flaming wisps with wings. They're cute though. Okay, anywho, going back to the topic at hand. So I will let you know, I was able to take some pictures of some cosplays. I did like ask permission, and you know, it was a little bit hard to ask. So luckily I was able to ask them more on Sunday, because apparently when I was looking at my schedule for Sunday, there were more cosplay competitions happening on Sundays. So there was a Honkai Star Rail cosplay. There was a Pokemon cosplay. There was a Genshin Impact cosplay contest. There was a Zenless Zone Zero there was a Zenless Zone Zero panel. So I got to participate in that, even though I don't play Zenless Zone Zero whatsoever. No, but what made it interesting though, it was I got to hear voice actors in person to talk about how they got to voice acting, you know, share their experience and stuff they liked when they voiced the characters in ZZZ. Was Camellia? No. Okay, that was okay. Now I have to mention that. So, for my very first convention, I did not see anybody cosplaying in Wolverine Waves characters. It was kind of disappointing. I did see Honkai Star Rail characters and Genshin Impact characters. I did see people cosplay as Final Fantasy VII characters. And again, like I said, I was not expecting Final Fantasy VII characters. Like, at all. So, that was something. Oh, but okay. Now, there is something I wanted. There's a story I will share with you guys. I think I just wanted to do it. I just decided to do it because I kind of just wanted to do it. So Sunday, when I skipped Saturday. Saturday was not as interesting. And according to some people, was a little slower that day. So I don't know. So how do I put this? How do I explain this story? So I want to say thank you to a voice actor to coming to Indie. I appreciated like their time and stuff and everything that they did. Like, I even wrote like a thank you letter, like a really heartfelt thank you letter. And I even okay, so I'm gonna explain who this was for. This one was actually for Alejandro Saab for Sunday. And I even got flowers for his wife. and the flowers I got were like a very hot pink color because the hot pink color from Sayu's palette. And because it was mentioned that he was going to be there the whole weekend. And from what I heard, because I went to look in the information booth and stuff, and they said to me oh, he and his wife left Saturday early in the evening, and family emergency or something. And I was like, oh, I hope okay, thank you for telling me, but I hope everything was okay. So I was stuck. With this card. I did not know what to do. But so I didn't know who to ask. It was so weird to go ask a voice actor. So a voice actor, I'm gonna make that anonymous, pointed to me in the right direction and said to me first he said to me do you know the PO box or anything? And I literally just said to him, I never done this before at all. I've never done this before. I just said it casually though. I just said it I never done this before. So what happened was he pointed me to the direction of one of the VAs. and said to me like, "Oh, he has connection ties with Alejandro. You should talk to him." And then when that happened, I went to talk to him. FYI, it was one of the people I did get the autographs from. And he came. I talked to and asked like, "Hey, do you have like by any chance like connections with, you know, like Alejandro?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I actually, yeah, like they were like really close, like he did." And I told him like, "I figured out that he's not here today. Is there any way you can like hand this card to him?" Because I explained to him that it was a thank you card for like, thank you for coming here. And and I had to explain that it was not just only for him, but also getting the experience of meeting all the other voice actors there. So I just said to him like, could you give that to him? And he basically said like, "Oh yeah, that would be safe in my hands," you know? So long story short, everybody, that's how it went. And then you probably will, and then for anyone who's curious, like so Lightful, what did you do with those flowers? So this gets very interesting. Okay, but wonder if I can interact. Of course I can interact with the birds. Like, this is Minnie's Lightwing. Of course I can interact with them. I can just hold it up and be like, "Minnie, you're going for a ride! Woo!" Wee! Wee! Anyway, that's so fun. Slam it? No! That's my friend Minnie! I would never. Unless, Extrusion, you want that. Good thing you don't have one. Actually, you do. You're right here. Well, not you. You are right here. You're right here. None of you. Yeah. Yeah, y'all of you are right. Yeah, the only one who's shilling here the most is Soul's Lightwing. It's just sitting there so casually and just listening in. Make me fly again, please. You okay? Do you want to be yeeted? Is that what you're implying? Do you want to be yeeted? Do you want to be yeeted? Because I mean, you'll appear again. I mean, you're just because you're a Lightwing. You're a flaming Lightwing. You want to be okay? You'll be yeeted. Whee! I feel that yeet was a little bit forced. Not intentionally. But you did come back, see. Anyway, let me talk about the Final Fantasy VII VAs, because this was interesting. This happened in the morning. I was just concerned if there was gonna be long lines again. I don't know. The long lines were pretty long when that happened. So here's how it went. So I decided, because I missed them on Friday, I decided to go and say hello to the English VA for Barrett from Final Fantasy VII. You know, Barrett Wallace, John Eric Bentley. And I went up to him, and he was like, and he said to me like, when he looked at me, he said to me, "Have we met somewhere before?" And I said to him, like my eyes widen, don't know what to do, Scenario, and I was like, maybe? And then he asked me if it was when the cosplayers or VA roles from Detroit become human or something, and I was confused. And I was like, no. And then I said to him, this is actually my very first anime convention, believe it or not. And he was like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah. And then he said to me, can I give you a hug? And then I was like, my eyes widened. I was like, sure, why not? So I received a hug from John Eric Bentley from the voice of Barrett in Final Fantasy VII. I mean, I was not expecting it, but I humbly welcomed it. That was cool. And then he said to me, do you want to meet the VA for Tifa? And I was like, sure, why not? So he just escorts me with a gesture and to the to the booth right beside me. And then she was like, there she is, like, and it was Barion, and I was like, oh, nice to meet you. He was so sweet. I was not expecting that. It was nice talking to the English VAs. Their booths were empty. This was during the time when, you know, the VIPs get to, you know, spend time, you know, talking. And I was speechless. It was nice talking to them. We talked like for good. I talked to both of them for like a good 10 minutes. I was baffled. I talked about my experiences and the hiccups of what I said. The hiccups that happened on Friday, and he told me, hiccups? Like what hiccups? And I was like, I explained a little bit of what happened, and he said, oh, I know what you're talking about. They had no VIP lines until the very last minute. And I was like, yeah. So I enjoy my experience and stuff, and it was interesting then. So it was interesting to learn from that. So it was kind of like the VAs were in the know, that they were like, yeah, there was some issues with Friday, but then they said to me, like, it did get better on Saturday, but I was like, I couldn't show up Saturday. But it was great, guys. It was great. And after learning about, like, Alejandro gone because he and his wife left early, so I had the flowers. There was flowers with his wife. And basically, just to pretty much wonder, like, what did I do with those flowers? So I decided to give the flowers to the English Tifa VA. I decided to give the flowers to Britt Baron. When she was there, and when I gave it to her, and she was like, "Really? Are you sure you want to give this to me?" Because I did explain, like, the VA I wanted to give, they were gone. So I said to her, I just want to give this to you. I said, I said, because first she was like, are you sure? And I said to her, yeah, first of all, I appreciate for every voice actor that they were able to put their voices, to bring their voices to life. And Final Fantasy VII is literally my favorite video game, and I'm glad that you guys put your voices to life of Barrett and US Tifa. So yeah, I want to give those to you. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much. You're so sweet," she said. And she also said to me, "You know, you have a little bit of Arab in you since you did that." And I said to her, "You know what? That's true." I think I had a few friends compared me a bit like Arab. So, and she said that she was literally gonna go and so she said to me, like, "I'm gonna have these flowers on my booth and have them look pretty on my booth now." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah. So that's what happened. Honestly, guys, if I had to pick, there were literally 28 guests there. There were so many VAs there, and it's understandable. It's very understandable that some VAs will leave early. And it was really nice. I got to have the experience like that. It was really nice. I enjoyed my experience, everybody. It was quite a ride. And I got to learn a thing or two. I think what I learned, though, from my very first anime convention, not all VAs will stay the whole weekend, I guess. Which is a bummer, because so I had like a cosplay. So I took a picture of one of the cosplays of like Ron May. Someone had a really nice Ron May cosplay, and I took a picture of it. And I asked, of course. And first they asked me if I want to be in the picture with them. But I said to that small group, like, I can't be in the picture because I'm a VTuber, and so I don't want to be in the picture. And she's like, okay. So after the picture, she asked me, this was literally on Sunday, okay? So pretty much she asked me. I hate that she had to ask me that question. That just made my heart drop like badly. It's because they were wearing the Sunday badge, and she and her friends had the Sunday badge to attend the Sunday con, like the con for just Sunday. And they asked me after I took the picture, and they know that I was a VTuber, and she just asked me out of the blue, like, "Hey, by any chance, do you know when Alejandro Saab's gonna be around?" And that's when my heart dropped, and I was like, "Oh, I hate giving news like that. I really hate that I had to give news to a cosplayer on that day." I literally had to say, like, yeah, I was basically informed that that he had a family emergency and he couldn't come for Sunday. And I did say, like, yeah, he was here this weekend. And he was here Saturday from what I was told, but I was not there Saturday, but I did not know he was gone. So I hate telling that to people, that especially when apparently so that just made my mind just now, how could I say, like, it's kind of like those instances where you like, I have to tell the truth, for one thing. Second thing, like, I hate it when I get to learn that those who can only make it for one day and want to see a VA that is not present, it's weird. It's a bummer for them. And then it makes me feel like one part of me is like, you know, I'm kind of glad I got the free day pass, but another part of me is like, you know, it sucks that there's only people that are able to attend a certain day. And 50-50 percentage chance some things can happen. If a VA had something important come up, then a VA has something important out. There's nothing that you can do. I learned something. No, I learned something. So, I mean, everyone has lives, and you know you can only do so much. And if I were in someone's shoes, I probably would feel bad because first of all, I'd be like, well, I did say it was gonna be there for the weekend, but then if something happened, like something like big happened, I'm like, dang, I gotta go. Yeah. Being the bearer of bad news is not. Yeah, I don't like that. I hate that I had to be in that. Controversial. Had someone ask me that question when we were with a bunch of VAs and all that stuff. Yeah, it was not something I wanted to answer, but I had to tell them because it's either that they're just going to be idly looking to see if the VA is around, or learn it last minute. So that's really what I had to do. But no, I had a great experience. It was fun. I really just had fun with everybody. Don't let it get to you. Oh, I don't let it get to me. I won't let it get to me. It's just the fact that you had to be in that position. It's kind of weird to be in that position. It's like oh, you know something and you know something, but you wish you didn't have to tell it to someone unless they ask you, and then the person asks you, and then I'm like, oh no. You are strong, one Lightful. It takes to be strong in all kinds of situations. Well, at least yeah, I think the strongest thing that I did, everybody, was telling a little bit about myself and giving business cards to the VAs. I think that was the strongest thing I ever did. I know that's like a little shot in the dark, but I did it. And if I don't expect anything, then hey, I tried. That's all that matters, right? That's really all that matters. Yeah, the funny thing is, when I was talking to the English VAs with like Tifa and Merrick, cause like, you know, or like John, you know, John, I told them about a little bit about me and what happened to me, and then they were like, you know what? I have a friend that's in that similar predicament, you know, like but you know what they said to me? They said to me, hey, don't give up. Keep trying, keep going. And then I said to them, I'm not giving up. I'm never giving up. Because you want to know something, everybody? Want to know something? You want to know something? You want to know something? I don't know when to quit. I don't know when to quit. That applies to everybody. If you love something and you're really passionate, don't quit. Just don't. Keep doing it. Otherwise, like I said, like I even said to another person, because they were doing something that they hated, and I said to them, like, okay, listen, if I go back to college, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this all over again. And I have to do the network all over again. I do not want to do that. No. I'm going to apply myself and keep doing things. I'm going to apply myself and always keep moving forward. I want to keep moving forward. That's all I could ever do. That's all I will be doing. I mean, even my college taught me some things that I applied to this YouTube channel right now. College did not teach me live streaming though. Not technically. I think at one point though, I had a audio professor that he actually had a live streaming class to teach people the live stream, which was interesting. So there was one time we had like a 101 where I asked him like a few questions about live streaming, and he was able to help me a bit, but you know, enough to the point that I think I figured it out. I'm very techie savvy. I'm really good at learning things really quick when it comes to being like I call myself a techno geek. It's like if you put me something in technical stuff, I will eventually figure it out. It might take a few hours, but I'll eventually figure it out. I don't know, if I didn't do the things that I did today, I don't know. I wouldn't know what to do, guys. Like my backup job was literally IT. Trying IT. But there was the biggest gripe I had, and the biggest thing that bothered me that I couldn't do the backup major. I just sucked at coding. I just sucked at coding. I learned Python. I was teaching Python. I had to get tutors for coding, and I don't think I would have passed my classes without the tutors that helped me with it. Otherwise, I think I would have failed without tutors, guys. I think I would have failed without tutors, because I don't think it was bad. You gotta go? Well, it's nice, you dropping in, Souls. Yeah, but that was the story, everybody. That was the story of, that was literally how how productive I got. And having the courage to even mention to professional people. At least I kept it professional. Well, I try. I didn't want to sound awkward to some. I feel like I was a little awkward a little bit, but not enough that it came off weird or anything. But yeah, that's the story. Just always follow your follow your passions. It can get you going. It can lead you to something brand new. Like it can lead you to many things. It's all about what you want to do. What is your favorite thing that you want to do? I love video editing. That's my favorite thing I want to do. But I also like audio editing. I need to motivate myself with some motion graphic stuff. Did I see the previous comment? I did see you said hang on to your dreams. The features built on dreams. So yeah. Lightful being inspirational? Yeah! It's nice to be inspirational. Yeah. Yeah, I see everyone's comments. Don't worry. It just takes me time to reply to them. I be yapping. I yap. But no, that was the point here. Now, if anyone's curious, like, so Lightful, are you still gonna be live streaming like story and stuff? I'm still hiatus, everybody. For one thing, I need to tell you again, just as a reminder, I am still semi-hiatus in a way. Hey, at least I get to like get to tell you a bit my convention experience and stuff. So I thought that was interesting. So apparently I was invited to their Discord about WeebCon and stuff. So I've heard a lot of stories, interesting stories from other people. Some people were mentioning that that they wish the convention was a bit bigger, and they say they had trouble finding things. And you know what? I think I can agree with them, because so interestingly enough, so this was a convention area that was tied to a hotel place. And what was interesting about that is some places didn't have big enough signs to where you're supposed to be going. So it was easy to find the vendor hall with the VAs grouped in there. That's fine. But when you wanted to go somewhere else, you had to go take the escalators, keep going and keep going. And then I find a second floor to some other activities. There was a gaming room. There were panels. I got to see those. But what I did not know until Sunday, apparently there was a third floor for the artist alley. And that's where I found the immersive RP thing and such. I feel that was a bit disappointing though, because it makes it feel like as if the third floor was non-existent in some way, because I actually had to ask somebody where was this place, and it was on the third floor. And it makes me curious, why can it not be on the second floor? Why the third floor? The third floor was like, again, very non-existent because it was not properly mentioned, especially on the little schedule thing. So I thought that was interesting. Like, I had to ask. Yeah, there was a third floor. But apparently, when people gave feedback, it said that they had trouble and didn't even know there was a third floor. A few that said that. Some said that they had no idea where they were when they parked. So I thought that was something. So I thought that was interesting. So if you were curious, Minnie, I did not buy a body pillow mini keychains. Apparently there was mini body pillow keychains. But I did not buy them because you want to know how much this cost? You want to know how much this cost? This costed like $20. I went to look to see how much they cost, and they were like $20. And I was like, when I look at them, they don't look like something that would cost $20. They look like something that you can pay somewhere for like at least $8. They were not worth $20 to me. They were not worth $20. I think that is the most so overpriced thing I ever seen. You should have taken a picture of it. I probably would have bought it. I had to be very careful too. There were some things I had to be careful of taking pictures of. So again, very first experience. So I don't know if I have a picture of it. Maybe I do. Let me look on my phone. Let me look at my lovely phone. Let me bring it up. Let me bring it up. I'm curious now. Where is it? Where is it? I have to look. Give me a moment. Where is it? Did I actually take a picture? Or did I not take a picture? Wow. I did not take a picture. Dang. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, well. I did not take a picture. I thought I did. I took videos, but I did not take a picture. Yeah, of course. I need to promote my phone. I need to promote my lovely Lightful cover, of course. Also, you can get them as a t-shirt. I don't know about the phone cover though. You know, maybe one day I'll see about the phone cover. I have two. make sure it's perfect. So, yeah, I didn't take a picture of it. That's my fault, Minnie. Nope. No. So, this is how it went, Minnie. So, there was one thing I have to mention. I had to be careful what video I can record or take pictures. Because, so I was recording where I was at a vendor place that had a bunch of good stuff. I think I mentioned this to you a little bit. So they had a lot of Genshin stuff. They had Honkai Star Rail. They had ZZC stuff. And they also had some Wuthering Waves stuff. For once, I was able to find Wuthering Waves stuff. But here's what bothered me. What bothered me is that some of the stuff that they had, they only had so little with Wuthering Waves stuff. There was not enough Wuthering Waves merch, unfortunately. There was not a lot of Wuthering Waves merch, and that kind of bothered me. Like, for example, there was an Aventurine Nendoroid there. There was an Aventurine Nendoroid. You know, those little chibi figures. I loved it. It looks so good. Guess how much they want you to pay? $139. Which I feel like that's outrageous for the price. I feel that's so outrageous for the price. Good Smile normally sells those for like 42 or 50 at the most. No, I will not pay $149 for Aventurine Nendoroid. It came with a bunch of DLC stuff included, so I probably understand why they want to put it a little bit more pricey. But $149 though? $149? Are you sure about that? Also, I could tell it was, yeah, I'm still waiting for that Zhongli Nendoroid, because I actually want that. I think I asked for pre-order from Amazon, but it won't come till October. But that's my fault. I love Nendoroids. Only the ones I can really get, though. So, yeah. So, anyway, to get my point across. So, pretty much what happened was there was a lot of Pokemon plushies. I'll mention that much. There was a lot of Pokemon plushies. And I will mention this. You know, Minnie, I got to tell you this, but I'm gonna tell to them. So I had to get this plush because why wouldn't I not? I decided to just for the experience. So there was some mini plushies. Some really nice mini plushies. Chibi mini plushies from Honkai Star Rail. There was a Jingyuan mini plush, chibi plush. And there was a Donghon Interpreter Lune chibi mini plush. They were both so cute. They're adorable. But here's what happened. I did buy one. Honestly, I would have bought both. You know why? Because I love both of those boys. I love the Donghong Interpreter Lune, and I love Jingyuan. I would have bought both, but I had to buy one. So I bought one. Showed him. Okay, I'll show him. I'll show him. Okay. I'll show the. Well, actually, I don't think I can show this one. Wait, no. I had to take a picture. You know what? Better yet, maybe let me take a picture of it. Let me just take a picture. Let me just be like. Wait a minute. Yeah. Let me get the picture for it. Give me a minute. I have to take a picture of it. A better picture for it, okay? Yeah, let me take a picture of it. I mean, it's cute. I mean, I have to do it. So let me give me a moment. Dang, I moved. Wait. There you go. Take my time. I will take my time. You get to hear chill music while I'm doing this too. I will show the lovely picture of the genuine chibi plush. I will do it. Because why the heck not? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna show the picture now. Dang it. Curse you, Minnie. This was your idea. I chose two, though. There you go. Genuine. Yes. I had to get the genuine plush. It looks so cute though. It looks so cute though. How can I not get this? It just looks so cute. Honestly though, I would have bought both of them if I could. But you want to know how much this was? Do you really want to know how much this was? Do you really want to know how much this was? It's disappointing that it was $49. It was $49. Yeah. 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 There's nothing I can do with that though. There's nothing I can do about it. All the plushies that I've seen, they were all expensive. None of them even costed like under $20. None of them. It was always 20 or more. I just had to get it. I don't have, believe it or not, I don't have any Honkai Star Rail merch at all. Not even one. So this makes up for it. So yeah. I just had to get it. There's nothing else I could do. But he's cute, so it's probably worth it. Pain, but he looks too cute to say no to. Not That's true. He does look cute. Again, I wish I could have bought both him and the Donghun and Tribute Lune. If I had to choose between the two, I had to go with the Jinghua and Chibi. I just had to. I would buy both. They're both good. I love the two main DPS boys. Those are my boys. I love them. Donghun, Tribute Lune, and Jinghua together. Yes! Yes. It looks exactly with a similar design like Jingyuan. The only difference is he just looks cute with little chibi dragon horns and tail. It was the same price though. It was still 49 bucks. So there was no way I would buy both of them for that price. So what do you think I did? I only had to buy one. That's all I could do. So out of all the autographs, so I spent like most of my stuff went to autographs. Just letting you know, everybody. And I did get like the English VA of Tifa as well, an autograph of her. That one had my real name though, because after I gave her like the flowers, I told her like, you know, I'm just gonna get an art print from you. I might as well. So yeah, I feel like I bought 7 autographs. First convention, and I spend most on autographs. There's nothing else I could do. But there is one thing I did spend something on, and I'm gonna show it to you guys. I was gonna save this as a YouTube short. It will be a YouTube short. I know it will be a YouTube short. It will have to be a YouTube short because what I bought is kind of cool. It was $16 though, but I think it was. Expect your savings to diminish. No, I have a lot of savings. That's the best part. I have a lot of savings. I still save money. I have to save money. Why do you think I've not been spending any money in any gacha game? I can't. I just can't. I cannot. Okay, so I'm gonna share this to you guys. Yeah, that's the thing about me with gacha games. Like, it's like, how do I explain it? It's like, I just can't spend. I wish I could, but I can't. Okay, so this is gonna be something I'm gonna share, but this is a video. This video is muted, by the way, because it's not. I didn't capture anything. It's just a video. Let me just bring out the player. There's no music in this, so you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, let me. So my mission when it came to the anime convention is at least something Zhang Liao, okay? Because everybody knows I love Zhang Liao, right? Yes, I do. So I did find something to have Zhang Liao up. Now you're probably wondering, you're resting. Oh yeah, you're resting. Look at that. Look at you. You're sitting right beside the Dragonsmith. That's so hilarious. That's so adorable. Oh my gosh. That's adorable. See if I can bring this video up. I got the video. Now I have to show the player now. So that way you could see the video. Oh wait, it's window capture. It's a type of window capture. There we go. So yeah, I got a Zhang Liao. A cheapy Zhang Liao. This costed 16 bucks though, but what I'm about to show you makes it worth it. The $16. You'll understand why. By the way, this was the only one I found. I went to search to see if there were more characters that had this, and apparently there were. Okay, so watch the eyes. Look at the eyes, okay? Just watch the eyes of this video. Okay? Just watch the eyes. They move. They follow where you're going. Yeah, they follow where you're going. I thought that was super cool. Look at that. Some probably will think it creepy. I'll find it so cute. He watches your every move. Yes! Let him. It's a chibi. I loved it. He was the only one I found from the vendor though. And yes, it was $16. Like right now it shows him like watching, like it shows his eyes angled to my monitor. It's kind of cool. It's such a unique acrylic stand. Yeah! Again, he was the only one I found. I went to search it up online, and apparently this is actually legit Kuro merch. So apparently they had one for Jaja, for Shorekeeper, for Camellia, and I think one for Kalsharo. But he was the only one I found inside a basket of Wuwa stuff, and I was like, when I was looking at it, okay, because here's what happened. I found an amazing acrylic stand of Zhang Liao, but my gosh, they wanted $28 for it. And I found another one that I think it was like a paper acrylic stand, like a fancy paper type one. They wanted for a $2. Like legit, like why? So pretty much in my case, I literally just took the $16 for this one. First of all, I do love the Chibi Wuwa characters. I do love the Chibi Wuwa characters. I love them. Insane. Yeah, I love the Chibi Wuwa guys. The Chibi Zhang Liao. That's what I loved. And that's it, everybody. I told you my full story. I told you everything. It's cute. Yeah. So that's really unique. I'm glad I took that one. There was nothing like of it, and like I say, it was fate. It was fate that I just found it. And I'm like, you know, this is the best thing ever. It just looks good. Like the eyes track from each angle, that's cool. Yeah. So for everyone else, and for those who are not, and he's with you forever, yeah. Especially if I S6 him, I'm never gonna let that down. I'm not gonna let that down, because out of all the gacha games, that's the only character I've asked sixth. And I love the character, so hey, at least I got a Zhengli Ao Wuwa merch of something, okay? Better than nothing. Best part, the eyes move from any angle you are in. So I think that was I think that's worth $16 in my opinion. I think that's worth $16. So for everybody, and for anyone who's curious, first of all, if a Wuling Waves Resonator Showcase pops out, there's no way I'll be able to react to it. I'll probably have to react to that when I get back. Because remember, everybody, I'm leaving June 11th. It's around the corner. It's literally in a few days. And I have to pack and everything and yada yada yada. Oh my gosh, no. So I'd be packing, which only takes a few hours. You guys with popcorn. You guys, this is the reason why I did a pop stream. I don't know who shows up at this time. It seems like people showed up when I streamed early, apparently, but then they're gone by late 9 p.m, I guess. But hey, this was just me yapping about my first anime convention experience. There you go. So for everybody else, I'll be gone June 11th. Make sure everyone knows. I'll put a YouTube post stuff, so that way you guys can have a thing to look at. So, but thank you guys for listening to the story. Glad you guys liked it. Glad you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, it was quite the experience. It really was, and I enjoyed it. I learned a thing. I learned things. Thank you. Yeah, I will try to be. Yeah, I will try to be safe. I want to be safe. It was fun hearing from you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I was not sure if I was going to be, if I was going to either talk about it after I come back from the big trip, but you know what? Since I'm going to be gone for a while, at least I could test a pop stream in the evening, and so I did. I test this. I don't know what's a perfect time to do this. Normally, I think 9 or 8 p.m. is pretty much a good time to do it, but every time I do something from 8 p.m., I'm needed for something. This time I wasn't, so it's been cleaning day. I've been cleaning. I've been tidying up and stuff, so that way we can leave things clean in the house before departing. Okay. But no, I'm glad I get to share my experience on here. And it was fun. It was great. I had a blast. I'm glad I got to share my story to you guys. And after everything else, yeah, all I could say, he gave me a lot of wave of emotions there. I will never forget that, ever. And another thing, by the way, everybody, I will have to get a bunch of frames for all these autographs now. I have to frame them, for instance, Minnie, I still have that art print glued. It's not technically glued, but it's pinned to the wall. But I kind of do want to put them in a frame because the print you gave me is really, it's necessary that it needs to be frameable. So yes. I'm surprised it didn't pop in either. I mean, I did a pop stream, so it's. But he's also busy. He's trying to make something big. He's a project or something he's doing, and I pretty much gave him advice and said to him, hey, hey, you have a product that you need to promote. I literally just said to him, dude, I literally just did that with VAs. What the heck? somebody's gonna call me crazy that I actually did something like that. I really like life. You could literally like put a pitch to yourself. Like, did you literally pitch yourself out there and told what you do to all these VAs? Like, not all of them. Again, there was 28 of them, but I tried. It's a shot in the dark, but I tried. The whole point is I tried, right? That's all I could ever do, really. Again, my dream is actually working with professionals, and I kind of did do that when I worked at a news studio. I did work with an Emmy Award winner journalist, so I know the feeling when you're working alongside somebody. They're gonna give you a bunch of compliments and that kind of shit and stuff. So hey, and I keep my lips sealed. The whole point is I'm doing what I love. That's the whole point, right? Yeah. I do always accomplish what you do. Keep trying. Keep trying no matter what, right? Oh, I should mention something else too. I think I should mention this. Hopefully I get accepted and be part of this, because I think, okay, so Wuthering Waves apparently launched another Project Wave creators program, you know, to be part of the Wuthering Waves like creators program and stuff. And since I do a lot of Wuthering Waves content, because I have a hyper fixation for it, I entered. So apparently they say they're reviewing my stuff, so hopefully they accept the videos I did, even though they're not during the duration period, because in the end I still did them. But I don't like that there's a deadline for them. I don't know what else to tell you. So hopefully they can accept my past videos. I have no idea. Don't know how it works. I really don't know how it works, but hey, I signed up, so we'll see. I guess I will see. Hopefully I get accepted, because I actually like to work on and being part of Wuthering Waves content and being part of the program, because I actually like reacting Wuthering Waves. I actually like talking about Wuthering Waves. It's pretty much my fixation of Wuthering Waves. Hey, if I have to, I probably would. I would even say like I am pitching into see if I can get an outfit, like a Rover's outfit. Guys, I love the Mel Rover's outfit. I want an outfit for my V2 persona, because it works out, because I do isekai, I do travel other places with Inara. If I have to, I probably have to blend in their world, right? So yeah, I have to get a Rover outfit. I'm still making concept art for that, because I still want to have that little feminine touch to it, but I love the jacket though. I love the jacket. That's a huge step. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, okay? We'll see. I just gotta keep doing what I do, you know? That's all I gotta do, right? And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So, everyone, wish me luck. I'll be traveling again soon. And as always, this is Lightful Wings. Be lightful and stay delightful. See ya! Bye!
Lightful's got a friend so bright, and Nara's wings are white with mine. Together they soar through skies of blue, traveling worlds, just me and you. Through portals we jump and dive, with hearts so full we feel alive. Negative light can't hold us down, we'll bring joy to every time. under the same sky, fighting dread with all our might. We're the heroes in the night. Every world we touch turns gold. Stories of bravery we told. From mountains high to valleys low, in Mars magic starts to glow. In our wars the dark away, we laugh and dance come what may. Arm in arm we spread the light, together we can win this fight. Light and white, wings so high, bringing joy under the same sky, fighting dread with all our might.